Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Star Atlas, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into this video. Just before I jump over onto the price analysis, I have pulled up the white paper just to go over what Star Atlas is all about. So you can see over here, Star Atlas is a virtual gaming metaverse based in the year 2620. In the distant future, three major factions have emerged: the MUD territory governed by humankind, the ONI region as consortium of alien races, and the Ustar section controlled by sentient androids. These factions are an ongoing struggle for resources, territorial conquest, and political domination. You, a faction citizen of Star Atlas, will have the ability to influence the outcome of this intergalactic conflict, while creating the opportunity to earn rewards for your contribution. This document describes the adventure ahead of the new recruits. The metaverse introduces a unique game experience through the combination of traditional core game and blockchain mechanics. So going over these mechanics, you can see here, so they've got 10 mechanics in which the blockchain goes under. So going over these very briefly, so number one says blockchain based in-game currencies, so Atlas and Polis, fully decentralized NFTs as their ownership, mining revenue based on territory control, real-time smart contract execution of game scenarios built on the Solana blockchain protocol, DeFi directly integrated into game interface via Serum, decentralized digital currency exchange and automated market making in-game, NFT marketplace for direct peer-to-peer exchange of assets, on-chain governance model providing players with the ultimate level of political control, play for keys gameplay, high risk, high reward style with player assets at stake. So that's just the blockchain mechanics. Going over the core chain mechanics, grand strategy space exploration, land and territory control, vehicle and fleet control including a broad variety of spaceships, space and land-based mining operations, player versus environment missions, player versus player combat, dynamic career system harnessing, specialized equipment, built Unreal Engine 5 and VR enabled. So these are two mechanics in which the Atlas is all about. So jumping over onto price analysis, you can see here Star Atlas, the ticker being Atlas. Currently rank is not too bad at the moment, just shy of that 250 spot, currently on that 254. You can see the contract is under the Solana blockchain. So I will be going over the website later on as well. In terms of price, doing really well at the moment, up nearly 9% over the last 24 hours, just circling over that 19 cent level. Current market has really well as well, over 410 million. Circulating volume is over that 64 million as well. Going over the chart very briefly, so you can see back around this early of this year, it was circling over that 30 cent level, around that 30 cent level just about, and it didn't dip all the way back down to under that 10 cent level. So if you did pick up around this region, you would have made substantial gains as of the price right now, and it did dip all the way up to around that 10 cent region and did do that correction before the price at the moment. In terms of where you guys want to buy it, the best place definitely will be on FTX, but you could trade against these other exchanges listed over here as well. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website now. So I've jumped over onto Star Atlas website, and I have already mentioned this website previously in my previous video in terms of the metaverse experience, and not gonna lie, this website is definitely one of the best websites I've seen on a crypto project. So make sure you do check out the full experience yourself as well. So you can see here Star Atlas, a grand strategy game of space exploration, territorial conquest, political domination and more. So you can go ahead and check out this as well. Let me just click the trailer for you guys as well so you can see what this is all about, and you can see how in-depth these guys want to go into. So you can see the crazy graphics here as well. So let me just let this video run.
Legend has it that somewhere on the other side of space is a diamond the size of a planet. And everyone is out to find it. So I guess it all comes down to one thing. Who'll find it first?
Go ahead ahead and check it out as well. So clicking into the website as well, you can see here, click to enter, and it takes you into the main website itself. So you can see here, a world vast beyond imagining, so the future of reality. So going down as well, scrolling through the website, you can see how amazing this is. It just gives you a much more better experience in terms of actually interacting with the website as well, and really gets you involved with the project in terms of what these guys can actually do in terms of long run as well. So you can see here, depths of the future, immerse yourself in a spectacular living metaverse and experience the future. So just going over the website very briefly, it is a fairly long website, so please do go ahead and check out as well. And you can see these guys, the crazy animation. If I scroll up and down, the website is amazing. So just going over it very briefly, you can see here, when I click on explore as well, it does show you what each one is about. So this one, deep space mining site. In outer space, you'll be able to use untapped potential of resource rich planets. So this is just a bit about the section as well. You can explore the drone as well, going over the website again. So just briefly going over as well, you can see here, so you have this fraction in terms of what I did mention before. What faction will you join? Join one of the 3 main in-game factions. So just jumping over this, you can see here the Oster section, a collective centered on androids. You could be a MUD territory or the humankind sort of person as well, or you could be the ONI region as well, so the alien species. So you could be one of these factions as well. So it's pretty much what I did explain already. So you can see here again, experience space living, live and prosper among the stars. So going over again, this is mainly about the sort of things you can actually buy in terms of NFTs as well. So again, it will give me an option to explore as well very briefly. So you can see here as well, it does give you the option to explore as well, and here you can see the battleships you could actually get as well. So you can see here the PSC9 battleship, and you can explore further on this as well. So you can see the amount of crazy details these guys have actually gone into as well, and it's pretty amazing in terms of how in-depth they actually went into. So again, as I did mention just previously, what spaceship will you get? So there's 3 multiple spaceships you can get over there at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they'll have a much more variety down the line as well. So this is just the main bits of the website. They got so much sections as well, and you can see what's crazy as well, the amount of light years that's increasing as well, so you're going further into it as well. So it's pretty cool how they're doing this as well. It does really get you involved in terms of the website. And you know, you can see here as well, I will be briefly going over the marketplace as well, where it does show you what you have in terms of your actual your marketplace, in terms of what you actually have in terms of resources as well. So just going over this again very briefly, Mayantown dockyard. So you land down by the dock on a sunny day to relax and watch your resource carrying ships land and territory take off, listening to the deep humming of the engines, admiring the beauty of all of it. So again, I've always mentioned just previously, look how mad the amazing graphics is. They really have gone in depth in terms of the graphics as well. So again, just going over it briefly, just make sure you guys look into the website yourself as well. It does have a lot of stuff you could look into. Again, I can't go back to the amount of crazy graphics these guys have actually gone into. It just makes you want to scroll, you know, just easily through the website. Again, another section here as well talks about more of the fundamentals in terms of spaceships. So you can see here the PSRA, it's a functional spaceship of the PS manufacturer, able to both refuel capital ship and dreadnought class of repair ships. So it does give you a more of an in-depth in terms of what this is all about as well. You could do player customization as well. So again, you can choose different styles between your character as well. So you can make a very custom character for yourself, and obviously, you know, you can keep it or you can sell it on as well. And that is pretty much the gist of the website as well. So lastly, you can see here as well an AI enabled Oster WIP. So this is the custom WIP you can actually do, and you can see how crazy as well, as I did mention the factions. So you could be the alien, an actual android, or you could be a human. So you could pretty much custom the way your character wants to look, and it's pretty crazy. You can make something so unique, and you can go ahead and play it now and visit the showroom. So I will be jumping over to that now actually. So I have jumped over to this. You can see here, explore the marketplace, formulate your strategy and make claims, overcome your opponent. So viewing your marketplace, this is where all of the NFTs are at the moment in terms of ships, structures, collectibles and access. So just going over the first one, as I did mention already, the PSC9, you can see the rarity is legendary, so it's going to be quite pricey. As you can see, the original price at the moment is around $28,000. So if you do want to buy this, it is an NFT, so if you do want to buy it, you could go ahead and buy it. You can see the actual fundamentals behind this NFT as well. And it's crazy the amount of in-depth it actually went into, and fair for the price of what you're actually going to be paying, and in terms of long-term investments as well. So this is just a quick brief of the marketplace. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the price prediction now. So guys, yes, wherever's been waiting for the price analysis. So I have jumped onto the weekly time frame just because I can see more information on this. So I have marked as this major zone of the resistance over here and major zone of support at the bottom as well. So the resistance is around that 21 cent level, support being around that 7 cent level. So I have marked as this minor support that's been formed around that 15 cent level. So what I see happening at the moment, so scenario A is what I'm thinking is completely breaking this level of resistance, tapping into the all-time high around that 26 cent level before going back down, retracing, creating that level of support and going back up to an all new time high, going towards that 40 cent, 50 cent and hopefully that $1 region as well, is what I'm thinking in terms of the long-term play. Or in scenario B, what I'm thinking is going to tap into the resistance, maybe forming a double top pattern before retracing back down, tapping this level of support again, creating that double bottom pattern and then going back up towards that high again, creating supports and going back up to an all new time high. Or the third scenario is completely breaking this level of supports, retracing back to these clean candles here, back towards this bottom over here, create that triple bottom pattern now before going up to an all new time high, is what I'm thinking in terms of scenarios. So these are 3 scenarios in which I'm thinking of happening. Again, I've jumped onto the daily time frame, have marked this major trend line level here from the all-time high around here, has touched in twice, nearly that third time over here. So I have marked out another level of zone where the third touch might be. So what I think is happening in scenario A is completely breaking this trend line, creating level of supports around there before going back up. You can see here that resistance level formed around that 21 cent level, as I mentioned already. So it might create that support here, resistance turn support before going up to that all-time high. Or what I might do, touch that third region around here and either completely breaking it above and going towards there, or completely rejecting it and coming back down here in terms of this scenario. So breaking these level of supports here and going back up to these major support / resistance around that 12 cent region is what I'm thinking. Worst case scenario is completely breaking that support, going back to this support level around that 7 cent level, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But if it does happen, that's a perfect time to pick up as well. If you already have some token, it will be another opportunity to buy some more, just because there's so much potential in this project. Personally, I do think this project will do well, especially in the metaverse related environment we're working on. So that is just another scenario in terms of a daily time frame. So jumping onto a 4-hour time frame, if you guys want to do short-term play as well, you can see here there is this trend line that's been formed. So it has already touched that second time, waiting for that third time touch. So what I might do is touch this level of resistance level that I formed over here, create a new level of support and go back up towards a new high, creating supports again and going towards a new time high. Or what I might do is completely break down these level of supports, touching that trend line third time before going back down to this level of support, and then either going to completely break below it, or going to completely create a new level of supports here and going up towards that new high, is what I'm thinking in terms of this scenario as well. So hopefully this one plays out, and if this plays out as well, is good as well. You could pick up down here in terms of lows, or these lows around here as well, that 15 cent level, which would be ideal if you want to pick this coin up. But it's never too late to pick this coin up anyways, just because I personally think this project is doing really well, and I can see such a big step forward in terms of where these guys are going to as well. So guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.